Okay, so there were a few busts in this game, and the only consistency I can find in the group is Woody Washington, and I think part of that again, people would say, "How can Woody Washington bust? He's been around forever." Playing Cheetah. I mean, again, I think it feels to me like they know how much Woody's given to this program, all the things he's done, and they're trying to find as many times to get him on the field as humanly possible. I think at this point, they probably have some better talents at corner, so I think it's trickier than it used to be to get him on the field and finding guys that fit a little better and that kind of stuff, especially with what they want to do, with the length they have outside. Woody's not a small guy, but he's not a huge guy either. So here we go. This one I'm a little less certain about. There is some possibility that this is Jacoby Johnson, but I don't think so. We'll watch it and then we'll kind of go back through it. The way this is lined up, it sure looks like Jacoby Johnson has the short flat, and they're playing a kind of a four wide across here. Now you've got Billy Bowman tracking Mario Williams, but you've got both Johnson and Washington right here. Why Johnson would be here and Washington would be the flat player, based on where they are and their movement and what everybody else is doing, doesn't make a ton of sense to me. That doesn't mean it's not right. That just doesn't seem right to me. Because Jacoby looks under control. Jacoby looks like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be or supposed to do, while Woody looks like he's reacting to seeing the running back in front of him. That's how that reads to me. I don't think Woody's got him in man, per se, but I do think he's supposed to carry him out a little bit. Again, there are people that know more than me, but that's what that looks like to me. So, again, that's just kind of my assessment of that play. I got to move this, and then I need the cursor back because we've got to go to another play right here. Okay. Wow, look at that. You don't ever see me do it that well. I'm kind of proud of myself in this moment. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So here you have 2nd and 10, and you're going to have, again, we'll watch it, and then we'll go back through it a little bit. I'm trying to remember to do that more and more. Here's Woody right here in the slot. That guy gets wide open. Okay. So here, it looks, okay, so here's Des Malone down here carrying his man in man coverage all the way down the field. And then you've got Woody right here. And whether that's a man call and he missed it, because, up here is zone. And, obviously they can do this different ways. But even if that's zone, why would Woody be all the way over here? There's nothing for him that far in. And there's nobody covering the flat. There's nobody dealing with this is the hash, guys. And there's a guy so far over there. Look at that. There's no way that's the design. And based on Billy looks like he's carrying in case Dez gets beat over the top. You've got these two guys that are they look like they're where they're supposed to be. The only guy that I can't make sense of is Woody Washington. So I'm just don't mean to point the finger, but that's the only thing that makes sense to me as far as where the problem lies. But we'll have to kind of look at that. But again, I think a couple of these busts are a guy playing cheetah that hasn't played a lot of cheetah, And I will say again, Oklahoma needs Kendall Dolby back. Kendall Dolby is one of the catalysts of this defense.